Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, and today I've got a double unboxing for you. These are a couple of games I picked up recently from Miniature Market. They had a big sale going on and was able to pick each of these up for I think about $5 each. So they are part of the new Time Stories Revolution series. I have the original Time Stories game and a couple of the expansion scenarios for it. We've played it several times, but these are some of the newer ones. They came out. They decided to switch their model, I guess, from just giving expansions to the base game, where these are now standalone games. You don't need the base game to play these. Each one contains everything you need to play. So we've got the Hadal project, or Hadal project, not sure exactly how to pronounce that, and a Midsummer Night. So let's take a look and see what we've got inside each of these. Get the shrink wrap off here. I guess we can look at the back first. So rediscover the Time Stories universe with Time Stories Revolution, a new cycle of missions. The game rules have changed, but the agency's commitment to preserving humanity and the space-time continuum certainly hasn't. Full standalone game, the Hadal project is part of the Time Stories Revolution cycle, whose missions can be played in any order. So this one is set in the year 2099 NT. While a terrifying virus is devastating the world's population, a scientific base immersed in an oceanic abyss makes a strange discovery that could decide the future of humanity. Conduct an in-depth investigation and crack the secret of the Hadal project. And comes with a rule book, token punch card, 32 Arzak crystals, 110 story cards, 60 common cards, and 59 personal cards. So let's see, here's our rule book. Got a QR code there where you can get the latest rules updates. It's kind of hard to read on this blue on light blue. Here are the picture of the contents, which we'll see here shortly. The receptacle. It's basically the idea of this game is they've built this machine that allows you to be sent either back or forward in time. Maybe it's all back in time, because this is set way in the future, obviously. And you get sent in what's called a receptacle, which is basically the body that allows you to interact with the world that you're being, or the environment that you're being sent back to, and you're basically trying to solve some sort of mystery. So this is an example of one of the receptacles for this one. And then the story cards, which are what you interact with as you get sent back. Personal cards, here's a setup. The time captain phase, discovery phase, the between locations phase, and it goes into different procedures. The Arzak, I think This must be something new because I don't remember this from the original game. It's the magical or mystical energy that links the agent, which is you, to their receptacle. Each player must always have at least one Arzak in their pool or this link breaks. Okay, so you're basically spending this to do things, it looks like, and you have to always make sure you never run out or you will lose your connection to your receptacle. Talks about what happens if you do break your link, items and tokens, playing with 2 or 3 players, solo games. They have a way to play it solo. Basically, you just control 2 receptacles. And glossary. And then a little bit about the designers. And a description of all your components and what they're for. All right, so that's the rule book. See, next we've got the story cards. Obviously, we will not actually look at these because that would spoil the mission. Those are your story cards there. And then you've got your personal cards. Open it only when instructed. So again, we can't look at those. And common cards. So unfortunately, I won't be able to show off any of the actual cards because that would spoil everything. But you can see what you get with the game at least. These are those Arzak crystals, I believe, that we saw mentioned in the rules. And then we've got tokens. They're rather thin, very thin cardboard. Definitely lower quality than the original game. Those will be used to track various things, I'm sure. And that's it. There is no game board in this one. I think you just basically form the board with your story cards, and then keep track of everything else. Not actually on a board like the original game had. So that is the contents of the Hadal project. Let's take a look at A Midsummer Night. Get the shrink off of this one. All right, so this one is set in 6951 AT, or AT instead of NT. So I believe this is further into the past, from the looks of it anyway. All right, so same sort of blurb there about the series, and then this particular mission, 6951 AT, discover a strange world filled with marvelous creatures, illusions, and cunningly distorted locations. In this unique adventure and this alternate reality, nothing must be misunderstood unless given kindly and respectfully. That doesn't really make any sense to me, but okay. And similar contents to the previous one. Yeah, this is gonna be basically the same. Nice art there on the first couple pages. So the rules should by and large be identical. They do use a different font there to go along with the scenario. But yeah, I think this is all going to be pretty much the same as far as general rules of how to play the game. And then our glossary again, and some words about the designers, and our component reference. All right. Once again, we've got our deck of story cards. Again, can't look at those. Personal cards and common cards. Arzak crystals and some tokens. Of course, these are a little bit different. Some the same. These are probably for like health tokens, I'm guessing. So those would be common across all of them, but then they have unique stuff that's unique to this scenario. Oh, here we go. This is the front. Yeah, these are your receptacles, I'm guessing. And, yep. So that is what's in the box for Time Stories Revolution, A Midsummer Night. And, oops, forgot the rule book. Let's get that back in there. And Time Stories Revolution, the Hadal project. I believe I know there's at least one other in this series, maybe two. Those weren't discounted quite as much as these two were, so I didn't pick those up yet, but I'll probably eventually get the others. For the original game, I know I've got, of course it comes with one story, and then I think I've got two others, maybe three others. I know we got the Marcy Project, and I forget what the other one was. Yeah, I think I have three actually. But I actually have at least one more of those on the way too. There was, unfortunately, after I ordered these already, I saw that there was some other Time Story stuff on sale, so I placed another order, but then also included a game that's not out yet in that order, so I won't actually be getting that until that game comes out. But once I do, we'll probably do some unboxings of that stuff as well. But here are these two Time Stories Revolution games, the Hadal Project and A Midsummer Night. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.